Hello again. I recently got a new computer and have been quite lazy with setting up all my software, so that's why this upload is coming out so late. Anyway, I've been wanting to make an egg portal showcase video for the past 2 expansions, but I just never got around to doing it, so it's quite lucky for me actually that the deck is quite good this expansion. The deck focuses around these 2 eggs. The white one will heal you, and the black one will damage your opponent. The eggs cycle between white and black every turn, and that damage and healing really racks up, especially if you have multiple on the field. We run 2 Beelzebub to make our eggs do even more damage, and pairing that with Axia, we can do over 10 damage with just 1 Super Evolve. Now I of course have to talk about this insane new card, Imari, who just so happens to also be my first exchange ticket. And in fact I pulled 2 Imaris within 100 packs, I guess to compensate for my poor exchange ticket luck so far, but I digress. First of all, he can potentially draw your egg spell on Fanfare, but the main point is that when this card is evolved, whenever you play a spell you summon these little buddies, who have rush and pretty good stats. And you have quite a few spells in the deck to combo this with, so it's just essentially a better Zirconia board. His spell can transform anything on the field, including amulets, which is incredibly powerful removal. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he or his spell get nerfed at the end of the month, but I've been talking a lot already, let's just get to the games. For the first match we're up against Sword, Lovestruck Puppeteer is the best 2 cost to play in this deck, and Imari is a very good card to play on the Evo turn. I'll toss everything else to look for eggs. Okay, we also find World of Games, which is very good to play on turn 1. And our first egg picked up, so we can play that next turn. But to not fall behind on tempo, it's better to play the Puppeteer first. He doesn't have a turn 2 play, so now we're just free to play World of Games and then spawn our first egg. We don't have a very good turn 4 play here. I just dropped 1 Lishena just so that we're not leaving the board empty. Yeah, and he plays Zirconia, which is probably the worst thing for us that could have happened. But now we can see the power of Imari, because Imari's boards are bigger than Zirconia's boards. All the guys that we spawn are 3/3s, and they trade right over the opponent's 2/2s. And we hit the 4 defense, so we can just run our 3/3 into the 4/3. He can't even full clear, so we can send one of our little buddies to the face. Here to decide to play Lishena again for the second egg. And then I decide whether or not to play the spell, and in the end, I figure it's probably better not to leave his ambush there, just in case he can combo the Super Evolve with something. And we can easily answer this Zirconia with another Imari. That's just how good that card is. Now my opponent has 3 cards in hand. What will he do? Gambling with Oluan because he can feel that he's about to lose. My own sword video will come out soon. And he hits himself, and none of his hits hit me, so he just gives up here. For our second game, we're in a portal mirror. None of our cards here are good. We want eggs, or a 2-drop, or a Imari, so we toss everything here. Oh yeah, or World of Games. World of Games is very good for turn 1. And we have an egg to play for next turn. But I decide to play the 2-1 here to put up some board presence. Unfortunately, he has the better 2-drop, so he can just kill ours. But we have our enhanced puppets. I just play Wasteland of Destruction to draw more cards. And we have an Imari secured for turn 5. So we know that our opponent is egg now and not puppet. I start spawning my own eggs. And I'm going to overdraw next turn. But it's fine, I don't want to spend my spells here. I want to save my spells for Imari. Okay, not the worst overdraw ever. In this, I don't think Sylvia will be very useful in this matchup, so I discard her. And now we just use our spell to transform all my opponent's eggs. The spell is super broken. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nerfed. Just like that, my opponent's 2 eggs down. He responds with his own Imari. But he doesn't have more spells, so that's a pretty weak turn for him. I can just clear this with 1 Luciana while setting up the second egg. And he's just playing Luciana and burning his Super Evolve. At this point, this matchup is going very much in our favor. Draw first, always. I don't have much better other than just playing our Luciana for the 3rd egg. 3 is the optimal number. And just make sure to not board lock ourselves. Now we have 3 eggs versus 1. So he finally finds a way to get rid of one of our eggs. But we do still have a 3rd egg spell in our hand. Here, after some thinking, I decide to get rid of his egg instead of pushing face damage, because I think that heal will add up. And now the Beelzebubs are coming down. I have both in my hand, so I'll be able to get the last Beelzebub. Probably force him to spend his Super Evolve to clear my second one. I'm just playing these draw spells at this point because I'm not going to use them with Imari. My last super evolve is saved for Axia. That Lunar Bunny is a kind of a weird card to play. Haven't really seen it. He sets up another egg and he heals the full. But with this spell, we get back to 3 eggs. Just clear his board here. I have another Congregant in the back if I need it. That's 3 eggs against 1 again. With the Beelzebub up, we should be just winning. He can't even clear the 2-2. So this will be an easy lethal with Axia. And yet another egg spell picked up. Even if he weren't able to clear one of our eggs, we could just make another one right away. For the last game we're up against Dragon. Our entire opening hand is bad, so I toss everything. Luciana picked up, and a 2-drop picked up. Unfortunately, no 1-drop. Fan of Otohime. So this is the aggressive Evo Dragon variant. Lyria is a perfect counter to our 2-1. I decided to just drop an Axia here. Hopefully, so both of my guys move. He plays Grandita for the draw, which is just dying to the enhanced puppet. And I get a free Wasteland of Destruction down, because Axia can't be destroyed by effect. Yubei comes down, so this is the aggro variant. I set up my first egg, and I decide that Deliria isn't really doing anything. I set up a second egg here. If I play Congregant, then I destroy my entire board and overdraw way too much. Neptune, so he's healing back the damage we did in early game. That World of Games is perfect because it allows us to congregate and destroy his entire board, even though it means overdrawing. Saving HP is very good since he's running the aggressive variant of Dragon. I just Congregant again, destroy his board. Hopefully I won't need another Congregant. I want to get down Beelzebub safely next turn. So he really should be playing wide on that turn, but he leaves 2 bodies for us, which is perfect for Beelzebub. We pick up the Dewdrop as well, so we can transform his fan at some point if we need to.
覚えておれ。空の果てまで導いて。お守りします。どこまでも。思考。
But with both Super Evolves left and 2 Axes in hand, this should be advantageous for us. Okay, not hitting Illyria is perfect. And now we just Axia. That will do like half his health. And third egg picked up. He has 3 health left, which is pretty much just dead to our second Axia. He can't heal enough. But anyway, this is a lot of damage. This Axis Super Evolve is doing like 6 plus 6, 12 plus 2. That Axis Super Evolve would do 14 damage. Anyway, that's all the games for today, and I really won't be surprised if Dewdrop or Imari get nerfed at the end of the month.